This Friday, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are back to switch things up in Disney's Freakier Friday.
OMG, yes.
It's an absolute riot, and the only movie that can be described as
so much weirder than the last time.
What last time?
it's the frequel
You ready?
we've been waiting for.
That absolutely slays.
What deeply out-of-touch old person came up with that?
You did.
Wow.
Don't miss the comedy event of the summer for all ages. Disney's Freakier Friday in theaters this Friday. Get tickets now. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and Auto Camp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at Friskies.com or visit your local store.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hi, guys. On today's episode, we are talking The Valley. We are talking the best reality show that we just got into, and we have something to say about it. And we are also covering some New Jersey stuff. And I feel like we kind of have to start with New Jersey, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Before we do that,
How was your trip?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for asking. I am so tired. We got home at 3 p.m. today, and we actually made it in the car for 3 hours without stopping. But you already know that whole time was horrible because they were like, I need to pee, I need to do this. And it was just a lot. Like, I don't know how people go on road trips with kids.
And well, especially you took 4 kids under 6. Like that's, and they're like tiny little humans, tiny little bladders. Like even myself, I would be able to have to stop 4 times.
I know the first going there, I was like, oh my God, I need to pee so badly, but it was beautiful. It was so nice. It was a lot. Like I came back, my mom came because she's like, something felt missing with you guys being gone. I'm like, Mom, we were gone for 2 days. And she's like, I know, but it felt weird. And she's like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't know how you take the kids to these things. Like, she's like, I didn't do that until you were older. And I always say, well, I want to be in my prime when I'm like taking my kids on places or to places. Like they might not remember everything, but I will. So it's whatever. But this one was a lot, Chantel. It was a lot. So.
But what you do is like a big feat. Like you kind of do take that's a lot. Like a lot of people can't do what you do, and like they do wait till their kids are older so that it's a little bit more worth it, or you can handle it. You don't have to take so many things, like stuff like that. So what you do is crazy.
We went to a fancy schmancy hotel. Shout out to Chantel because she took care of me, and we went to a fancy schmancy hotel, and people, obviously, some people want to live a childless world. And it's not that my kids were actually pretty well behaved, but it's just some people just stare, and maybe I'm sure they're looking at us like we're crazy. We have these 4 little kids, and they're probably looking at us like, how are you guys here? And that's the only thing that I was like, oh my gosh, but I don't even know why I care,
Yeah, I mean, this is not an adults only like resort. Up north
Yeah.
is family friendly. Bye.
It's crazy because I will be on TikTok reading stuff about, kids being in the airplane and if they cry. And my kids won't because first off, my husband just gives them a look and they're scared. And I'm like, thank God, because with me, they laugh in my face. They're like, what, mom? And with Jacob, they are like, okay. So like I just like always read on comments where people are like, people don't like kids. It's crazy.
I mean,
You
like
know,
on the airplane, like it's like, of course, like you understand, like, it's not like it's not the mom's fault or the kid's fault that they're crying, but it is very annoying. Like it's like you're on an airplane, you're trying to sleep, and like you have a kid behind you just like bawling their eyes out for an hour, and it's like, oh my, you just want to like you feel bad for them. I would never stare at them, make them feel bad, but it's like that's so like it is annoying as a person. It's
have you
just as
ever
annoying as like someone
experienced
like.
that?
Yeah. Oh my God. There was one time where this kid would not shut up. I was gonna, and I think he was like 3 or 4. So like at that age, it's like, okay, like why can't you control your kids? Like, it's not like it's like a baby
Yeah.
and
No,
he's bawling and like she has like a blanket over their head and trying to whisper to him, but like literally for hours, like just whining for hours.
yeah, no, that's literally the worst feeling ever. I haven't had it with my kids. It just Elle one time was like crying when she was she was like 3 months old though. And I
Yeah.
just yeah, and I ended up giving her to Jacob and I don't know, he's just like better with them when they're crying. Like they stop crying and they like feel at peace where with me, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, struggling. So I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But yeah, I mean, I can get it. I can understand too both sides of it, but just imagine that parent is for sure stressing and
Oh
dying
yeah.
happening to them.
Yeah, I don't ever think anyone should ever give a look and like make it like it's their fault. Like, no, don't ever make a parent feel that way. But it's like it's just also like deep down, you're just like, damn.
One of the cousins complained or said that I sound privileged because I was talking about Michigan summers.
Oh, like
And
what?
because remember how I was like, we just have a lake, so what? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, get her because Roxanne literally like I don't know what she expects. Like she just went to the most beautiful spot in Michigan and like it was like a 3-hour drive. Like what do you want from this life?
I don't know, a Florida resort with slides.
Ew, stop. You gross me out.
Well, maybe
Go
I'm
to
not
freaking go
privileged.
to Ohio,
Maybe
go to Kalahari.
right. Maybe I'm not privileged. Maybe I'm just ratchet. Okay. Cause like Kalahari water park sounds great to me. And, a lot of people are like, ew. So, but yeah, anyways, let's get into it. Cause while I was gone, some breaking New Jersey stuff happened. I guess on Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen finally came out and said that soon New Jersey news will be coming out, which means New Jersey is coming back. I know some people were like, with how long they're taking, it's probably going to be a pause. And that's not the case now. Now we know that that's absolutely not the case. However, OK Magazine just came out and said, did you read about it, Chantal?
I saw, I didn't read the full article. I saw that you posted something about Joe and him being like the star of it.
Yeah. So basically, according to a source who spoke with OK Magazine, they're considering reshaping the series to focus on Joe Gorga's lighthearted, comedic energy, a major shift from the darker side. They wrote, things are constantly evolving in the world of New Jersey, but right now there seems to be a strong emphasis on Joe Gorga and the humor he brings to the screen. And they and it says that with Melissa, it's very pro Melissa in here, saying that Melissa is totally fine with filming with Teresa. She knows that avoiding Teresa entirely on camera only caused more issues. And Melissa's ready to do what's necessary to save her spot on the show and to help keep the franchise alive. And then they also talked about Dolores and Margaret coming back, as well as them all coming back to BravoCon. So Teresa, Melissa, Dolores, and Margaret, and saying that, that's a sign that all of them are coming back. I will say, OK Magazine, they tend to exaggerate things, but they are typically like a lot of stuff that hasn't even come out yet, they're right about. So it's sometimes exaggerated, but they know things. So this is looking like a strong thing. I guess it just doesn't make sense to me.
What has changed? What has changed from 2 years ago to now? You want to focus more on Joe Gorga's comedic side? Like you guys tried to do that last season with him being an officiant and it didn't work out. Like I'm so confused here.
My whole thing is listen, I feel like there's never going to be a world where Melissa and Teresa aren't going to be on the show. I think that, they also said on it, and they emphasized that they're still looking at the social media. I do feel like Melissa and Joe on TikTok get a lot of love and stuff. And then as far as like Teresa, like whether you like her or you don't, people are watching her and are more interested because of her. So she has, like an advantage on that. Like Teresa is Real Housewives. So no matter what, Teresa's going to come back. Melissa, on the other hand, has obviously only gotten this far because of Joe. I know people don't like to hear this, but Joe is a very likable dude. When we were at BravoCon, everyone screams for him. People like him. And I know some people may say, this isn't the Real House husbands, why are they focusing on the husbands? Well, that's kind of how New Jersey's always been. It's always been not necessarily just Real Housewives. It's literally been about family, the whole family. And they've been, extremely successful because of that. So it makes sense. However, what doesn't make sense is Margaret. I feel like bringing Margaret back, there was no point of a pause then.
100%. Like that's where I'm so confused on like, how did we do all this? How did you put us through how did you put us New Jersey people fans through all this? And it's literally going to be the same thing. Like, I just don't understand because now the ladies are like, oh, I need my job, so I'm willing to work with them and not have this like this high horse mentality, not high horse. What's that like? They're on a pedestal mentality of being like, oh, I run the show. Now they're probably a little bit more humbled because they knew what like being on a break was. And they're like, I don't want this to happen again, that they're going to play ball a little bit more. But like, what was the point?
But it's not like they're humble, Chantel. It's like Melissa is still reposting things on her story about how like, just like subtle digs.
I think she acts humbler to like more humble to this production and will say things to them more than like what we see. Like we always have seen the side of like what we know of her and what she does like low key on the side and people see it. But I think she's probably acting more humble to the production and saying like, oh yeah, I'll film, I'll do this. Of course, like, just making it seem like she's like ready to play and she's going to be like a team player.
I think with Margaret coming back, the show will continue to feel very produced. And the reason being is because Melissa and Margaret have so much loyalty towards each other that they're going to be saying, here's what we should do. Here's what we should say. Here's this, here's that. Whereas in Dolores is like a middleman when it comes to Teresa and Melissa. So we're just going to play it by ear and go from there. Melissa feels more confidence with Margaret around her. Margaret feels more confidence with Melissa around her, where they can just dog on Teresa. But none of us want to watch that. So, this isn't like 1,000,000% confirmed, but like we said, and I know this, that OK has actually, for a lot of the franchises, come out. And I'm like, how do they know this already? And it is accurate stuff. So, I don't think there was really a point in a pause. I think at that point you just let go all the newbies and let go who you wanted to let go and then bring those people back. I don't think time heals because it's still going to be the same thing.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that like, this is not the case. It might seem like this is the case. And I'm sure like I've already seen some of our like Patreon members going crazy in our chats about it because they're just like, what the hell? Cause like everyone's just so pissed. And I think we're going to find out the most at BravoCon. We're going to hear way more about it.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone had to go, I really wish it would have been Margaret.
Yeah.
Like I would just
because dynamics would change. At least we know, because it's like not fair. It's like you have Melissa and Margaret, they're up each other's assholes. It's not Teresa and Dolores. Like Dolores is neutral, so then you just have Teresa on her own island. So it's just like if you're gonna bring people back, like make it fair. You're bringing back the same old Jersey. So like literally, if you don't want the toxicity of what just happened, then why bring back these main people?
Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, there's going to be newbies and stuff, so that'll change things up. But they also tried 4 newbies last year. I mean, clearly they didn't give them any, we didn't, what were their names? Like, I don't even know. And that didn't work, but I don't know. I guess there's going to be more updates coming. At least we know New Jersey isn't done. I'm so interested to see what everyone's thoughts are on this. And,
let us know. I mean, I've been seeing some, but let us know what everyone thinks. I mean, this is just not good, but Jersey.
Again, I would be fine with it if Margaret didn't come back.
Okay.
Or if Melissa didn't come back, like one or the other, it doesn't come back and one had to come back, that's fine, but not both of them, because then again, it's It's going to be overly produced.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Margaret has said that she's not going to film if Teresa comes back.
Okay, bye, girl.
She won't film with Teresa.
Where was this? Let's get this clickbait ready to go. We're gonna post it. We're gonna post on every single time if they do all come back. We're gonna post on every single of our recaps in the beginning.
Yeah, Teresa has said that she's not making up with Joe, her brother. And then Melissa has said that if they bring back Teresa, that's not a show she wants to be on. So I'm just, I guess more time when.
Let's take those all and put it on the beginning episodes.
I guess more time went on and, you realize I'm not getting paid and you're like, never mind. Yeah. I'm scared now. I'm so scared. I mean, here's the thing. Teresa never said that she isn't going to come back if they do. She just said, I'm not going to be good with Joe.
Yeah.
So
you're not going to have production forcing her to talk to her brother. She's not going to do it. So if that's the show you guys want to try to make, it's not going to happen. Even with this break, it's not going to happen.
It was just so like intense with Melissa and Joe. With Melissa and Teresa, like they were like making faces at each other. And it's like, dude, this is family at the end of the day. Like it became too much, Especially because they're like older. Like, what are we doing?
And like, imagine that's your sister-in-law and you're doing that. Like, I would die. Like that, just knowing the feeling, I would die because you just want to like take some like I'm sure they want to take each other's head and smash it against the wall.
Yeah, like we're not in our teens. Like this is become a lot. So yeah, well, we shall see what happens. But let's get into the Valley, Chantel. What do we think about the Valley?
Oh my God, the last 10 minutes, like just oh my gosh, just like let me get out of that. I wanted to go in that screen and just be like, you're fake. Like, I don't know. Like maybe people might think, like, we'll talk about it. Jason's like reaction was genuine and like he started crying, but it's like,
hate him.
What?
I hate him.
I was like, are you okay? Like, was this your guys' plan? You got that emotional?
Do you think, let's start from the beginning. Do you think Jax is being performative?
Yes.
Absolutely, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad for him because, like, he has lost everything, obviously because of himself. But I am so fucking sorry. Like, you guys, like, it was a bit much. You know what kind of pissed me off?
The one thing about Jax is, like, I don't know if it's performative or it's just like this is the way Jax has always been, but he really is like, if we really want to talk about narcissists, like that's who he is. So like when he like says things and then the way he tries to make us feel bad for him, we literally are like on our screens like, dude, we don't feel bad for you. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Let me see. I wrote a note down that I forgot what he said. He said,
hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra. A superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Today's top story. The flavor merger of the century between the Peanut Butter Group and Chocolatey Corp. Joining me is a PBC executive.
Thanks for having me, Barry.
Now, how did you know the merger and the byproduct of it, Jif peanut butter and chocolate flavored spread, would be a success?
You know, it was a gut feeling, a rumbling, if you will. Besides, they're two titans of taste.
Very true. Goes great with pretzels.
And pancakes.
Apples too, I bet. Try Jif PBC today.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Everyone who works at Starbucks, full or part-time, gets stock in our company, simply for being part of our company. That's why we call our employees partners, because when Starbucks succeeds, our people do too. And that success turns into down payments, family vacations, and so much more. At Starbucks, benefits like company stock are just the start. Learn more about how we support partners at starbucks.com/partners.
You know what pissed me?
Was she there for me? Was she there for me? It's like, are you okay? How would she be there for you?
Do you know what pisses me off, though, is that Jason turns a blind eye to everything Jax does, but the moment Danny breathes wrong, like he has the biggest problem. And we see that towards the end, and then how he acts towards Jax and how he even comes to his defense. Like, you guys, Jax has said the most vile, horrible things to several women, not just Brittany. So I'm confused on how we're giving him a pass here. And this is how I know Jax is performative, because he tries to make Brittany look bad by saying that he heard she wanted to be on a reality show. If that was the case, she wouldn't have needed to marry him, because she would still have been on the show without him. At that point, she's been in LA for a couple of years. They would have still kept her on the show.
The one thing that you hit the nail on it when you said that, I think they're so threatened by Danny. Like, for example, they're so threatened by him that people like him that he doesn't even think that about Jax. So it's like, if Jax does things, people know Jax is a loser. So it's like when Danny does things, like, it's like they have to make it so like a big deal so that like we could start feeling like, oh, is this a big deal? Like, should we be mad at Danny?
Yeah. Jax says he hates missing out on things like Kristen's baby shower and things of that sort. So Chanel, I mean, when he was talking about this, I was like, damn, he is probably dying now that he's no longer on the show, that he lost his restaurant. And I am a little bit concerned with like how he's going to do.
I know, but like, I mean, but why?
Because I know that he does it to himself 100%, but this is like, to know that his ex he truly lost everything right now. You know, I don't know. I'm just a little bit concerned. Like, he's lost things before, but this, I don't know. It's a lot on someone. Again, and not saying he doesn't deserve it. He absolutely does. But, you know, actions have consequences, like whatever. But I don't know.
I think if we start to see him really turn a corner, like he hits a year, we really see him like, you know, go and like be a better person to Brittany. Like, yeah, then I would feel way more like bad for him. But like, if he's going to continue to doing these shenanigans, like I'll never feel bad for him.
Yeah. Michelle talks about the cheating, and she's like, she tells Jesse, like, you went and you tried to shame me because you wanted people to know that I cheated. And it's like, yeah, you cheated on him. You deserve to get shamed. Why would he protect you? Listen, cheating is a big deal. And she then brings up like his ex that he slept with, who's allegedly married. And he says she isn't married, but I just want to see her take accountability. Like, just say, yeah, I fucked up.
100%. 100%.
It is so crazy to me how she literally, Chantal, I don't think I've ever seen her once. She always deflects, or she always says something like, oh, it's kind of like the whole Jax and Brittany thing, like where Jax will then say, well, Brittany, you did this. And Brittany's like, yeah, I reacted to you. So I ended up doing this. And that's how it is when it comes to Jesse. And for some reason, everyone's like advocating for Brittany, as they should. But with Jesse, everyone's like crickets.
I wonder why with like her, is it because she really thinks that she had every right to do what she did because like she was in a shitty marriage? Like, you know how many people are in shitty marriages and they don't go and do that? Like, that's why I really want to understand her thought process. Like, why did you think that you can do those things and we would be on your side and you're mad that he's calling you out on it on national TV? Like,
So,
you guys were just not, it hasn't even been a year yet of you guys trying to separate, and you want you wanted him to have your back about you cheating. Like, I just don't understand how you thought that was going to come across. across. Like,
And
you're like, you made me look so bad in front of people. It's like, no, you made yourself look bad with your actions.
You know what? I'm very disappointed in Andy because he's usually quick with it and he'll call someone out and he'll be like, just like you said, like he would be like, well, actually you made yourself look bad because you just admitted to cheating. And he does not say anything when it comes to Michelle.
But Roxanne, oh my gosh, I feel like he was so not interested. Like he would
I
get
know.
annoyed. Yeah, he would get it. He gets so annoyed of Michelle. He gets so annoyed of Janet. He doesn't care. He's like ready to like just like end them. Like, okay, whatever. Let's go on to the next thing. Like he doesn't really care. Even like the relationship between Michelle and Jesse, he was like, okay, we're glad that you guys are over, right? He's like, okay, move on to the next. But like he doesn't care. I think that's right too. He's like not interested.
It sounds like Jesse might talk more than we actually see. And so he might just get like annoyed, like how he does with Dory or something. But I mean, I'm very much interested in it and viewers are very much interested in it. So we would like some accountability to be held because if roles were reversed, we'd be going crazy and saying, fuck that man. Just like that whole Coldplay guy who was cheating with someone he worked with. Like we were all like, ew, shame on you. And even if he was to say, oh, I had a terrible marriage or we just didn't connect, yada, yada, that doesn't change the fact that you cheated. Then get a divorce, period. And then do that. She was doing such inappropriate things. And Michelle denies that she was ever in an emotional relationship with Aaron. She says, though, when they were married, we found out she'd go to the park with him and she'd ask about her marriage. Like she'd ask him advice about what to do with her marriage. And then he would talk to her about like his dating. And like Jesse said, it's wildly inappropriate. And she says there was nothing emotional. Meanwhile, she's dating him.
I know. I thought I would, if I find out that my husband is talking to anybody about my relationship, that's already a no.
Yeah. And okay. And she clearly had feelings for this guy because they are dating right now. So I don't know. She keeps deflecting. She then like threw some shade at him and it's like not landing, but no one's fucking calling her out. Everyone's just calling Jesse out. And I'm like, I'm so confused here. Even when we talked about, this is the thing about Andy too, is like, he's like, no one agrees with you. Like social media, all the comments don't agree with you. And Andy was like, well, who cares what the comments say, which is fair. But I'm like, well, but majority of us are coming out and saying this, not just in comments in general. So I don't know. I'm just very, very shocked that Michelle cheating on Jesse nothing's happened. Like Andy's never once said take accountability.
And there's like no push to find out, like, was there more? Like what really was your relationship with this person? And like, it's just like a tit for tat, but it's like, okay, if he didn't cheat, there's no tit for tat. Like you can't sit there and say like, oh, but you were doing this and you did this and you did this. But it's like, no, you just cheated, point blank period. We're done.
Yeah. So they ask about Janet and Kristen says that Janet's a different person. And Jason, you guys, he's so delusional. He's like, Kristen, can you give us an example? Like I'm watching the show and I need examples. Okay, what do you need examples about? If your wife is apparently getting death threats, which is like way too far, disgusting, no one should be doing that, but is getting so much hate on social media, then clearly everyone is thinking that right now. So what are you shocked about? What do you mean, can I have examples?
The best part is that he literally tried to say like, you guys 80% of the time are talking about her and like basically like you guys are so obsessed with like her or like obsessed with talking about her. That's all you guys do. And it's like, that is not true at all. Like what Delulu land do you guys live in?
So delusional. Some people, again, we talk about this, need to take a self-awareness class. I think Bravo needs to like hire someone to teach these people that.
100%.
I'm joking.
And like if they are talking about her, it's because how disgusting and vile she's being to them. Like it's not that they're just like bringing her up.
What do you think about Zach saying he wants her to miscarry?
No, that's messed up. I need like no one can defend that ever. Like I don't care how drunk you are. It's a messed up thing. Like that's literally a baby. We're talking about babies here. No, thank you. We're not gonna be a part of that.
Yeah, I may have missed.
He apologized, right? He said he's apologized multiple times.
Yeah, and I may have missed it, but why is he now coming out and saying he said that?
No, they said it the whole season. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of like why she was mad at him. Like, first episode.
I thought he denied it though.
No, he apologized to her.
Okay.
They just made it seem like Kristen was the one that was like involved in it. And she's like, no. And then he's the one that said it and he was like drunk. Okay.
Yeah, that's like not okay. I mean, it's just very like, it's like just like so immature that you could even think that way. Yeah, so
like, to go so low is to like talk about someone.
I don't like that.
To talk about someone else's.
I like Zach a lot, but that's just like an immature thing. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. But Kristen has clocked everyone on the Valley though. She's like, she was talking to Brittany and she's like, listen, like you do treat Zach a little bit differently because when Zach makes comments, like you'll get mad or get flustered or try to walk away from it. But when Janet makes comments, you don't say anything. And Janet is like, I don't talk about you guys. And again, Janet and Michelle have the biggest accountability issue. It's crazy because remember that one scene where they're sitting in the couch, I think it was with Lala, and they literally are sitting there and Janet's like talking shit. And Brittany's like kind of telling her stuff too. And Brittany's not saying anything or defending or walking away because she's uncomfortable. But Janet does say, and I've been saying this, like, she's like, maybe I'm just a really good friend to Brittany. And I feel like that's super manipulative. I don't know. I personally think that Janet goes above and beyond as a friend to Brittany so that she has Brittany in her corner.
Yeah, we both said that. I think we both have said like, you know, that's why Brittany likes her. And it makes sense. Like if you are a good friend to her and like you are like checking in on her every second and like making sure she feels good and like you are there, it's like, why would she throw that away? Just because like her other friends don't like her and like, you know?
You know what was pissing me off is that Janet kept jumping down Jesse's throat for Michelle. But as you can see, she didn't say one thing about Jax because Jason is apparently good with Jax.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like, I wonder if they do that because it's just Jax and they don't want to waste their breath. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like they give him special treatment. I don't know.
Yeah. So finally we get to the Danny part and it's, you know, brought up about the whole Jax situation, how he randomly came for Danny. And I am glad that he didn't double down. Like you see in this reunion, Jason doubling down, like horrible behavior, Janet doubling down for her horrible behavior, and Michelle doing the same. But Jax did say, like, I am so fucking sad that I did that and that I went for you guys, like, because you guys are great, amazing people. And he like admits they've always been nothing but kind and sweet to me. And then we find out the reason that he went for them is because he says that he got a bad edit last season and they were protected, but it's like, they're not protected. That's just who they are. And fans appreciate that there are people on TV that actually act like how they act and aren't as problematic, but are still interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think Nia even said, she's like, who protected by who? We don't even know anyone at Bravo. Like, if anybody, you're protected. Like, you freaking cokehead doing coke every second, like on 10 years of Vanderpump Rules. Like, you're protected, not us.
We've gotten away with everything.
Seriously, like so many people have gotten canceled and he hasn't. Like, I'm confused.
What do you think about him like apologizing? Like he was.
I think it's fake. I think it's bullshit, but like good. Like, yeah, like finally, like, you know, say it. Like what it was so uncalled for what you did to Danny. And like I felt so bad for Danny. Like he I don't know why Danny wants to be good friends with Jax or like brothers with Jax. It's weird. But like stay away. You don't want that person in your life. And like you don't want
I can't imagine like when I'm at my lowest and I have like these people like Danny and Nia reaching out to me multiple times, checking on me, making sure like I'm okay, to just turn on them just because they're good people. Like, are you kidding me?
Just because you're jealous that they got popular for one season. Like you had your time, buddy. Let's allow them.
Janet and Jason, by the way, are doubling down this entire reunion when it came to Danny and Nia. And
it's kind of crazy because like wouldn't you think that they would have a different tune coming in?
I'm confused with all the hate that she got. She spoke out on how much hate she's getting. Like, how are you coming in with those same balls and same energy? Like you want to be on the show that badly?
You think that she's doing it just to show that she's like what? Like that she's there to start drama?
I don't know. Like maybe secure her next season. I don't know because listen, the one Tamra Judge pisses me off, but at least like she'll, even though it's like big as hell, but she'll come to the reunion and be like, yeah, like that was like pretty bad. And you just didn't see that. And then Andy's not calling any of it out.
He doesn't correct him. He didn't care. Like that's so funny that you said that because I swear I was watching. I was like, he doesn't even care. He's just allowing them to talk. So do you get this reunion away?
Do you think he is like not into the Valley?
He's not into the Valley, or he's not into Janet.
No, I mean there was multiple times and things that he did that was very confusing that I'm like, why is he not pushing anything? So, and you're right, he just kind of let them talk.
The biggest thing to me, okay, is like that Danny and Nia never did anything to Janet and Jason, okay? They did it to someone else on the show, and they're standing up for them. But why are you the one, like, badgering and badgering and badgering? That's where it goes to show that you're the insecure couple. You're just jealous. Like, why are you trying to go so hard to, like, ruin their reputation and their marriage? Because, like, you guys want to be on top? Like, what is your motive here?
Yeah. And then, we hear from Jasmine, and Jasmine talks about the whole situation and, how she felt like she was upset that Danny was like, why are you doing this? Like, basically saying, like, when it all happened, I apologize. Why are we bringing it to cameras? And she's like, how dare you say, why are we bringing it to cameras? Like, if that was a man, you would not be saying, why are we bringing this to cameras? What did you think about that whole thing?
Oh, I took the whole man thing. Like, if I was a man and like that, you did that. I don't know why did I take the whole situation differently? But like the way you're explaining it, I think it's okay that she wanted to talk about it. Like, this is a friend group that, they're on a show together. Like, and what are you going to bring to this season other than talk about that situation? And I think for her to say, though, that when he apologized at that white party that she felt disgusted or she didn't like the apology, that's where I get confused. And I'm like, okay, what else more did you want from him?
Yeah, it takes me kind of back to like, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because they both explained that both Nia reached out and Danny the same day. It doesn't matter who reached out first. Like, that was weird that she's trying to make it a point. Like, everything that they're doing is so semantics, and it doesn't even make sense. Like, okay, if a wife reached out when she found out and then her husband reached out an hour later or 5 hours later, it was the same day. They clearly talked about it, and they're both reaching out, though. So there was that one acknowledgement right away, and then there was an apology, and then there was an apology on screen, and then another apology on screen.
Yeah. And so, I kind of wish Melissa was there. I'm curious to how
she's a lot more like accepting of his apology.
Yeah, like I feel like she was getting annoyed about the whole thing, and she was like feeling like, okay, enough is enough. Like, we moved on. Enough is enough. So I kind of wish she was there to talk about it, because I feel like everyone was using that situation for their own benefit to have a reason to be upset with, Danny. And then Jason, of course, he gets involved, and it's really hard to take him seriously. He starts calling Danny a clown, and then Janet. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, by the way, the way I took it was that when she said the man thing, was basically like, if Michelle was a man and someone else, like right now, if someone grabbed my ass and because I'm married to a man, it would have been a whole different situation. I think that's how I took it, and that's how she was explaining.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, and I think that does hit home to a lot of people, because like just like we saw in like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, like when that guy pushed Demi for a second and she like went up to her husband right away and was like, he touched me, and the man went crazy. Like Melissa maybe gave more, she was nice, she was more nice about it, and just having a conversation. But like, if he did that to me, let's say, and I had a husband, she's saying that like Danny would have reached out to Melissa, like if she was a man, right away, and would have apologized to her and said, sorry, I did that to your girl. And I think that's what she was upset about. And then that's why when they finally like he had a conversation with both Melissa and Jasmine, then they were okay to move on. So like, I think explaining that, like, I think that's when Andy was like, it hit home for me that explaining that is okay. But I just think keep going at him and then trying to make that he does this to multiple girls is where they lose me.
Wait, I heard, by the way, you brought up Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, that Demi's not coming back for season 3.
Wow.
I don't know if that's for sure, though, because I haven't been on social media in the last 3 days. So
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. She really stuck to that and was like, I'm not coming on with these girls.
But did you hear that or no?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, maybe it was just like,
I thought she was filming. Because when they had that reunion, it looked like that they were already like,
okay. They were already I just Googled her name, and there's nothing that's popping up about that. So
okay.
See, this is TikTok, dude. I can't. I had literally opened up TikTok for 1 second, and it said Demi's not
someone who literally wanted to kick out someone else in season 2. I don't think she's gonna drop that paycheck right away.
Right, no. Okay. Disregard. Anyways, everyone probably just freaked out right now when I said that, because like, who's into the show? Yeah, no, but you're right. And that's your take is absolutely the right one. I took it wrong then. So Jason starts calling Danny a clown, and then Janet, this is like her time. They like both like pile up on people. And as you can see, like Danny and Nia do not do that because they don't have to do that. And everyone sees like Janet and Jason for who they are. And Janet, and like I would be pissed if like a Brittany and just like all these people just sitting there allowing it, except Kristen. Kristen's clocked everyone this season, but then she's like, "You've been inappropriate with people," and she continues to make like horrible accusations. Like she already said that he sexually assaulted someone, and now she's doubling down on the sexual assault. And Nia clocks her, and she says, "Janet, that's a lie, and you're really good at lying." And I'm shocked that she would ever come to a reunion like this.
And Jason.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo Pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Switch to Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream and discover why people are calling it the best eye cream. A powerhouse formula that targets 5 types of eye area wrinkles. 96% of users saw reduced wrinkles and diminished dark circles after just 7 days. Shop Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream at Sephora and discover how change can happen in the blink of an eye. Consumer tested by 110 women.
Crying, and then also like
You guys, he needs to go.
And she literally said to Danny, "You just did it again in Super Bowl." So Super Bowl was like 4 or 5 months ago, and she's basically saying that he did it again. It's like, I don't understand what you want from this human being. Like are you tracking him? Are you making sure you're talking about him all the time? Like, why? What is your motive here?
I just
know that he's a sloppy guy. Like, okay, cool, he's a sloppy guy. Congratulations. He's still married to a wonderful woman who wants to accept him for his flaws, and they're going to work through it. I think that's like the problem. It's like, do you want her to divorce him because he's sloppy and drunk and he has flaws? Like, what is the problem here? We all know he has flaws.
Right. And here's the thing is like, when flaws happen, it's not like Nia defends him. Like she owns it. She's like, yeah, I don't like that. And you know what? We actually went and saw a therapist over that because I wasn't okay with that. And I'm not going to accept that. And it's like, Nia can handle her husband and she's providing solutions. I don't know what they want. They like want to see them divorce or something.
They want to see Nia act the way that Brittany and Janet and Michelle all act about their husbands and talk shit about her husband, but she's not going to do that. That is not, they've drawn the boundaries on that. They talked about not talking about each other. I'm sure she wants to cuss him out half the time. Who knows? But like, she's not going to go on screen or in front of you and start talking about her husband. Like, that's what's going to make them happy. That literally is what's going to make them happy.
Yeah. So crazy, you guys. It really is. But
we hate people like that. Like, we literally know a friend that like someone like will always just talk about their significant other. And it's like, okay, like, why are you doing that? Do you want us to talk bad about ours? It's like they bring down the energy.
Who?
Just saying, like, someone in our circle, you know? We talked about
Oh,
this.
oh gosh. I'm like,
A guy does that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I hate when they do that.
Because sometimes like toxic people like me and Roxanne are like, okay, and then we start talking shit and then backfire.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I know we like fall into that trap and we're like, wait, no, why do we do that? Like, why we're fine. Like, why do we engage in that and say like, yeah, like no, us too, like that happens, like whatever. And then our husband's even looking at us sideways, like, what? And I'm like, oh my God, what do we just do?
Your
So
marriage is the most protective thing that you should protect. And like what they're doing is literally a reminder of like how we all should be in our marriages. And like, I really thank them for it. And I'm so happy that they're sticking to what they do. And like literally Jason and Janet go eat shit.
Yeah. Ooh.
I swear they really pissed me off.
I swear. No, same. I felt the same thing. I was watching it with Jacob and he's like, when they would talk, he's like, I fucking can't with those two. I'm like, dude. All right, you guys, we'll stay tuned for part 3 because finally, like, I feel like part 1 of every reunion sucks, and then 2 and 3 is like the best ones.
Yeah, no, 2 was really good because it got to that part that we wanted to see the whole Janet and Nia thing. I mean, I wanted to see like how she was gonna come, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we want to talk about and I'm not finished yet, so we want to talk about, and I actually saw that one of our like longtime listeners messaged me and she's like, dude, I started watching and it is so messy. So, a lot of people on our Patreon were like, Roxanne, Chantel, please just watch the McBee Dynasty. Like, please watch it. And like, we kind of like pushed it under the rug. We're like, what is this? And they were like, you don't even have to watch season 1, which no, you should watch season 1. Do not do that. Like,
I don't know who said that, but like, the Roxanne listened to you guys. So like she listened to you guys. And then this weekend I said, I was like, I'm going to really start it. Like it's only 1 season and it just started the second season. There's like 4 episodes. I was like, I'm really going to start it. It's going to be so easy for me to catch up on it in like one day. And I called you halfway through like the first season. I was like, Roxanne, absolutely. You need to watch the first season. Like the show is crazy. And then you ended up saying like, yeah, you watched, tell them what you ended up doing.
Yeah. Well, no, I ended up watching episode 2 and then like I found out
season 2, episode 1.
Season 2, sorry. Season 2, episode 1. And it was like about, I'm watching it and like, she's saying, yeah, he cheated on me with my best friend. And then the girl in the confessional is like, okay, but you got with him while he was married. And then she like runs and she leaves a voicemail cussing him out. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, I cannot watch like this. Like I need to watch from season 1. And I was like, this is the best show ever. Cause it's so messy. And it's like, this is someone's real life. And like, it is just addicting. And so we are going to start talking about it more. And we're going to catch up this week for sure. So that we start recapping it weekly.
I'm caught up, just so you guys know, I'm caught up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been out the last few days. Yeah. So I haven't been able to, but I did post about it. And we got a lot of people who were like, we're going to start watching and this show is really good. So
and both Stevens retweeted what you posted and when like Angelina, and so like it was fun. Like you guys, like the reason why this show is so good is that because like just like first seasons, a lot of people don't know what reality TV is. Like I think Steven Jr. was on like a millionaire show, whatever, but like his family like his family doesn't really know what's going on as much. Like maybe they do, maybe they don't, but it's like it was just so authentic. Like even the meetups didn't feel as forced. Like already season 2 is kind of feeling like that. I don't know. I can't wait for you to watch it. Like really to see, because like some of the meetups, it's like, okay, production is telling them, hey, you need to meet up. But like for season 1, it was so authentic and so good that like, it's so good. I don't know. I can't even explain it. And then you know what's crazy, Roxanne? The dad has not even showed up in season 2 so far.
Okay, so I read somewhere there's like FBI stuff happening, and so I don't know yet, and so I don't want to talk on it until like we actually like research about what's happening. But we do know, like based on season 1, that they said because of like who they are, people try to like raid them and come for them and try to make nothing into something. So I do want to finish it a little bit, Chantel, though. So then we'll like have an episode where we just talk about it and like recap the latest episode and then kind of just like briefly recap everything else. Cause I do want to finish it. And so I will definitely finish it within the next few days. And hopefully we can even get some people on to talk because it's so good. So if you guys
I know for sure though, he did plead guilty in November 2024. He pled guilty.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, we'll look into it. And
But this family is amazing. Like everything about them, like is so good. Like I love how
well, they're great.
Yeah,
They're,
no, I'm
they
saying
do
like
crazy things.
for reality, it's so amazing. And like,
Reality gold.
we've seen so many shows about sisters being close, but like to see brothers being close is just like another dynamic.
Oh, and there's like the sister-in-law stuff and the new girlfriend and just watch it. You guys just trust us and watch it. We wanted we want you guys to like join our recaps that we do about it. So we want you guys to watch it. So definitely watch it. I know with that post that we made on the story over the weekend, like people were like, we're watching it now. So that's good. We, from our Patreon listeners, started watching it, but just watch it. It is really fucking good and addicting. And you're going to probably like finish it in one sitting if you have the time. But
does it make you want to be more into Countrymen?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess I looked at Countrymen a little bit differently. And then I see this and I'm like, well, if this is a Countryman, then no. Just because I'm already a psychopath and there's a lot of cheating that goes on here, And
oh my God, there's so much cheating on the show, you guys.
But there is the one brother, he's like so damn hot. I feel like he's pretty loyal.
Oh yeah, Jesse, he's amazing.
Yeah. Unless like I don't know if he has done something.
I know I can be like the undercover, but like no, he's literally a star.
Yeah, you guys, it's so fucking good. It's so good. So definitely tune into it because we're gonna start next week. So I did want to mention that, but we hope you guys have a good week. We'll be back with Miami and Orange County. Join our Patreon. We do 2 additional episodes. Make sure that when you join, you don't go through the app. You can't, once you are joined, then you log in through the app. I don't know why they charge more doing that. And you also get ad-free episodes. Yeah. So fucking Apple, I swear. Jacob said that they're charging me like $20 a month for like my photos. I was like, I didn't even know that.
Oh, like your storage?
Yeah. And I pay, you know how much I pay for Verizon? I pay $113 for just my line.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know, like, cause we pay like, I'm still like me and my sister pay for my parents. So like we pay $260 for 4 people.
Yeah. And even like, I'll get like alerts where it's like add a line for free, but like, yeah, I'm like, why? I need to call them. I need to just find some time to call them.
Why aren't you on your husband's plan?
Well, my husband never got out of his.
Yeah, because he's still with his parents. Same with my husband.
Yeah, he never got out of his dad's plan. I was like, okay, if that's the case, fucking add me, dude.
Literally, like I'm paying for my parents, and then my husband's parents are paying for him.
That's insane. Like literally, add me to it. I'm sure it'll be cheaper for all of us. But yeah,
What parents are we gonna be?
I swear, I would be that. I'd be that fucking parent who'd be like, let my daughter and son stay on my bill.
I know, but I'm gonna be like, since I had to pay for my parents, it's your turn to pay for me.
Oh my gosh. We'll see if you're like that. I can't see you doing
No,
that.
I'm gonna just say everyone pay for their own shit if you have the money. Like you pay for
I know, I swear. If I become a bajillionaire, like my kids they can have everything. My parents can have everything, but we're normal working hard people. Working hard. What I don't even know. Hardworking people. But yeah.
Bye guys.
I know I'm exhausted, Chantal. I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.